Hello guys, welcome to another video of descriptive paper preparations for your competitive examination. Students, as you know, we have been discussing certain type of essays and every day we are taking a few samples and I'm making you understand. So today I have done a bit of difference in today's video. Basically today we will go like point wise and your segment wise we will be discussing the essays. Now not all at the same time but segment wise so that you remain more sorted about your essays. All right. Yeah, generally we learn essays in what manner? I give you essay, I read lines and explain you and how you have to write, what extra content you can write. But today, students, I have made a bit of changes because now we're proceeding towards the different types of essays. So it's very important to take up now in a different manner of study. Okay. So today's topic I have taken up is terrorism in India. Basically, it's also an important topic because it's also the current situation with which India is and the countries are tackling basically. So this is the topic which we are going to talk about today. And today, as I told you from in the very beginning, that we will be going segment wise. Okay. Basically, students, now how are you going to start this type of essays? Suppose this type of essays comes in your examination. Now, how are you going to start this type of essay? First of all, generally when you start with an essay, you start with the introduction part. All right, this is something which is very clear to you. Now, as I told you, introduction should be very attracting. It should not be very in a very detailed manner. It should be not very short. It should be like completely up to the point. Means the moment the person or the reader should read the introduction, he should get a clear idea as to what will be in the rest of the essay. So as you know, our essay is all about terrorism, and one thing that directly linked to terrorism is the terrorist. Okay, so now let's start with it. Terrorist groups aim to create panic amid people. Now, see here the vocabulary word has been used, which is the mean amid. Amid means among people, or like in mid of the people. So you can write among people, but if you write amid over here, the it will be more attractive because examiner will get to the idea that you are at least you have a good knowledge of English. Okay, now, they intend to see people living in constant fear, and for this purpose, they carry out various big and small terrorist activities from time to time. There are around 100 terrorist cells operating in India. Yes, see, you have to mention in India because basically, see, the topic is terrorism in India. If the topic is basically terrorism, then you cannot target any particular country. But if your topic is, we have just seen the topic is terrorism in India, that means your topic should revolve around a particular country. So in the beginning only you have to mention this thing that the around these people, these number of cells are operating in India, and they have succeeded in creating an atmosphere of tension in the country. You can write stress in the country as well. Numerous terrorist activities have been carried out by these terrorist groups. India has also been hit by terrorist attacks done by its neighboring country, mainly Pakistan. Okay, so now you know terrorism in India has been growing, and a specific number of attacks in India related to terrorism has been done from the neighboring country and specifically a country called Pakistan. Okay, we cannot deny this fact, student, and there is no such thing which is going to be really debatable over here. It is the reality. You have seen the terrorist attacks from specifically that particular country, so you can mention it. Okay, for anything that you have solid idea and proofs and evidence about it, you can relate it in your essay. It is not going to be a problem anymore. Now your introduction is complete. See how many lines of introduction we have done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically 6 lines of introduction are completely fine. It's totally enough for introduction to be at least 5 to 6 lines. Okay, not more than that, because if you converted more than like 7 or 8 lines or 10 lines, it will become your body paragraphs. It does not remain your introduction. Now it's time to start with the body paragraph 1. So now you have to create a rough idea. From the beginning only, I told you that your idea should be like this: introduction, body paragraph, this will be 1 or 2 or 3, and your conclusion. Okay, so now your introduction and your conclusion are a sorted parts. Whatever content you will write is in the body paragraph. So now you should keep in your mind that because you're talking about the terrorism, your topic is terrorism. So first of all, your idea should revolve around the cause of terrorism, like why this point is there, why terrorism is actually occurring in India. And then you should talk about its influence or the effects. All right. You can add one more body paragraph stating any example of any terrorist attack that happened in your country and the consequences it had. Okay, that will be an optional paragraph. If your word limit is coming within 2 body paragraph, you can simply talk about the causes of terrorism and the effect of terrorism, because terrorism is such a topic, because it's not a scheme, it's not any kind of government any implementation. So you're not going to talk about any suggestion, you're not going to talk about its operations, ideas, features, not at all, because this is an issue happening in the country. It is a big threat in the country. So all you can write about it is the cause of that particular threat and the effect of that particular threat, or an example, a major example with good illustrations, like proper examples. So that you can include in an extra body paragraph, but considering the ST limit, I have taken the first body paragraph over here, which will revolve around what we have just discussed. It will revolve around the causes, okay, why it happened, why it happens actually. No need to mention this thing, student. You have to just go with the flow with this paragraphs only. I am just doing it because I am making you understand so that you remain very sorted. So our first body paragraph should be like 7 or 6 lines. 7 lines are enough, or it can be 8 or 9 as well. Okay, but not more than that. There are number of causes of the widespread terrorism in India. There are mainly 4 types of terrorism in India. Now, this is very important, because for terrorism, you don't have a lot of content in your mind generally, right? So you should know some knowledge about terrorism. A bit of knowledge you should have about it. That there are very number of causes of the widespread terrorism in India, and there are mainly 4 types of terrorism in India, which includes religious terrorism, terrorism, left-wing terrorism, and ethno-nationalist terrorism. Now, this is one thing that will not click in your mind while you're giving the examination. This can be crammed, okay? While terrorists belonging to different terrorist cells may have come together for different causes, the aim of all the terrorist cells running under them are the same, and that is to ensure widespread fear and panic among the general public. Now, if you think there are some other reasons, other causes of terrorism, you can run your mind, write about it. There can be one more specific cause, that these people have only one motive in their mind, that they want to destroy the peace of the country. Secondly, they want to be the ruler in themselves. They want to rule on the country. That is one of the reasons they create this tension atmosphere, to show their dominance, okay, to show their dominating power. So these are some extra content that you can add into this body paragraph. If not, this is sufficient, okay. Now comes the body paragraph 2. Now, body paragraph 2, as we have already discussed that we are talking about terrorism, so we'll talk about the causes and the effects. So now you can write effects in the second body paragraph, okay? Now the body paragraph 2 can be similar length as of body 1, but if you know, effects are more than the causes, right? So you should not keep this thing in mind, that because I have written 4 lines or 5-7 lines in the causes, I have to maintain 5 to 7 lines in body paragraph to know. Because a particular thing, a particular issue, a particular threat, it may have less causes, more effects, some positive effects, and more negative effects. So your body paragraph can vary in length. Now, because this is body paragraph 2, this is for your reference only. No need to just write it, of course. Focus on this particular body paragraph. Now, in this body paragraph, you are mentioning the effects. So it is not important, student, that you put a heading that effects of terrorism are. No, you should start writing immediately. Okay. Terrorism has caused a widespread impact on the country. Every now and then there is a blast, firing, or some sort of terrorist activity in the country. Due to this, several people die untimely, and many others are left handicapped for the rest of their lives. Now, you are talking about the destruction that has happened with the terrorism, that happens when terrorism takes place in a country. So you know generally when this kind of situation happens, what is the common phenomena? There is blast all over, there is a firing all over, a lot of people die, a lot of people become handicapped, a lot of people lose their loved ones. Okay, you can include extra information. People fear visiting the places that are prone to terrorist attack. Prone means sensitive to terrorist attack, especially, Delhi. People refrain from visiting Delhi on the national festivals because there is a possibility of attacks at that place because it's the capital city of India. So that is why after one particular experience, people do, refrain from going to the places of these attacks. The tourism industry in India has greatly suffered a great deal owing to the terrorist activities carried out by different terrorist groups within the country as well as those outside that threaten the peace of the country. It's very important, students, to note down that should be in your mind as well that one of the effects of terrorism is directly on the tourism. Okay, the tourist will not like to visit your country if they had any prior bad experience or they were a part of this thing or they got to know this thing. All right, if you remember, student, there was a terrorist attack which was a major terrorist attack in India at Taj Hotel in Mumbai. So all those people who came from a different country to stay over there, definitely they will not suggest anyone to come to that hotel, to particular that place. Definitely the tourism badly gets affected from this thing. The foreign investors think twice before investing in India and other nations prone to terrorism. That's also important. A lot of export import things are going on. Different persons sitting in the foreign invest in India for the business, but a person will not like to invest in a country which is very prone to terrorism. Every now and then there are terrorist attack. A person will not actually, it will not take care like to invest in India because he will think that what he will think, he will think that what is the point of investing there, because every now and then there are some terrorist attack and there's a lot of losses. Okay, because the risk involved is very high, they look for safer alternatives. Indian businesses have suffered a great deal owing to this. Terrorism has had an adverse effect. Adverse word they have used, adverse means actually bad effects. Okay, on India's economy. Okay, many cities have been hit by major terrorist attacks that have led to a loss of property, businesses. The resurrection cost involved is quite high. Resurrection, basically, recovery cost is very high in such cases. So you can see, students, in this particular paragraph, we have covered almost all the effects. If you think you know more effects, you can actually write it or let it be, like, because this is quite according to the length of an essay. Now you should talk about the examples. Certainly when you're talking about terrorism, you must have gone through certain news or in India and you must have been a part of that, you must have seen that. So a lot of examples will come to your mind. Now students, don't make a mistakes of writing example in this paragraph only. Your paragraphs should be very sorted. For example, the previous paragraph talked about what? The previous paragraph talked about the causes. Now, if you include one line of effect over here, suppose this line of effect that people die, you have started to write here. So this will show your unorganized, your essay will look unorganized. The more clear your ideas will be, the more clear your things will be, examiner will give you more marks because he will read a paragraph and he'll be sorted. Okay, causes are covered. Tick. Now he will read an essay. Okay, effects are covered. Okay, tick. Now if he come across a cause with some effects, he'll be like, what is this mix and match? He'll get confused. He will think you have not put things in place. Okay, now for example, students, a messy room is something which never pleases anyone, right? And if you place that room, if you organize the things in the room in a proper manner, that room is appraised by so many people. So the same thing goes with an essay. Your essay should be properly organized, means introduction, body paragraphs, conclusion. But what will come in body paragraph, like the causes, the effect, or if it's a scheme, the introduction of the scheme, if it's any kind of issue, what's a positive, negative. So things should be sorted. Don't merge things. So causes paragraph, then effects paragraph, Now, if you think your word limit is getting up to the mark, you can directly jump to conclusion part. But if you think that no, I have to cover some more things, but you don't have content, because causes you have written, effects you have written. Now in terrorism, there does not come anything else, right? So if you think that like everything is covered now, but you are short of limit, word limit is going like it's not going that way. You still have to write 100 words or 50 words. 50 words will be part of conclusion, but if you write 100 words, what will you do now? Don't involve extra information in the effect, because your body paragraph is already too lengthy. Okay. Now what you will do, students, if this situation comes, you are short of content, but word limit is still remaining, you will write an example in your own words, relevant example. Yeah, I have not given it an example over here. Word limit is going fine. But in case if you face this problem, go for examples. That is the key to hold your word limit and let you fetch more marks. So you can include one more body paragraph with an example. For example, you can take an example of any terrorist attack and you can describe in detail about that terrorist attack. Okay. Now we are on to the conclusion part. Okay. This is the conclusion part now. India has adversely been affected by terrorism. It is sad to see thousands of innocent lives. Now, over here, you can write any different word as well. You can write knave lives. Knave means innocent. Innocent lives gone because of terrorist attacks. Despite the formation of anti terrorist agencies and their high end strategies, the terrorist groups still succeed in carrying out terrorist activity. Yes, of course, you have to mention this thing that although we have, like, framed some policies, there are a lot of anti terrorist agencies who keep, like, suspecting, predicting any terrorist attack to inform in prior and make some preparations. But unfortunately, the terrorist groups always succeed. They don't give a hint, they don't give any kind of idea, and they get into the country to destroy it. The Indian government's response, now you have to mention Indian government. Why? Because the topic is all about terrorism in India. It's not about only terrorism, it's about terrorism in India. So you should write about the government as well. So the Indian government's response to terrorist attacks has never been as stern as it should be. Stern means, like, very active, like, straightforward, or basically strict. It lacks proper strategic response to the terrorist activities, and this encourages the terrorist cells to carry out such activities fearlessly. Now, you have to also mention the drawback that we have while terrorist attacks are taking place continuously, despite of a lot of agencies and everything. The reason is that because, like, India is prepared, but it is not prepared in that manner. A lot is to be done. Okay, a lot has to be done in some way so that terrorism should not be a part of our country. So students, like, in introduction, we wrote 5 to 7 lines or 6 lines. So 6 to 7 lines conclusion also is more than enough. So this is all the essay. Now this is how your essay will look like in the end. Like, this is, I have divided segment wise for your explanation. Now at the end, the way you will write the essay in a very organized manner, keeping in mind the points that we have discussed, this is how your essay will look like. Now I will read the whole essay for you to make you understand it once again what we just read. Terrorist groups aim to create panic amid people. They intend to see people living in constant fear, and for their purpose, they carry out various big and small terrorist activities from time to time. There are around 100 terrorist cells operating in India, and they have succeeded in creating an atmosphere of tension in the country. Numerous terrorist activities have been carried out by these terrorist groups. India has also been hit by terrorist attacks done by the neighboring countries, mainly Pakistan. The introduction is completed. Now, as I told you, now causes has to be covered up. There are a number of causes of the widespread terrorism. Okay, there are mainly 4 types of terrorism. You have to define that. Okay, that will be the causes part. Okay, now your effects part was there. You will tell about, like, what are the effects that we have just studied and we have already written. And the conclusion part is the last part. So this is how your essay, how well organized your essay will look like. Okay, to me, if this essay will come, I can give good marks because things are sorted. Okay, so students, this is how you will be writing an essay in your examination. Now let's move to the another topic of today's understanding. One more, like, sample kind of essay.
So students, you can see now we are onto a different essay. This essay I have just taken up from a different book. Basically, this is the topic of this essay is surgical strike. Yes, this is also taken up as an essay topic because it is also something that happened as a part of current scenario, or like it happened. It was a major, major news. It was major thing that happened in India. So this is going to be our topic for now. So you are going to write the first paragraph, introduction. So in introduction over here, we have taken a saying or a kind of a line. That's also one of the key things, students, to note down that your introduction can have one or two quoted lines because that's also more attracting. But minded, if you don't remember the exact line, skip it totally, because the words of somebody or the lines written by somebody are to be quoted in the exact manner. You cannot make changes in that. So if you know the lines point to point, word to word, then only write, otherwise just skip it. So let's start with it. Offense is the best defense. They say not without a reason. Kudos to our army that doesn't act as sitting duck anymore, because basically surgical strike was about our army's achievement. So they are giving the kudos word. Kudos is a word which is used for the, like, kind of hats off kind of thing you should say. Taking the bull by the horn. See over here, this is the idiom they have used. The more idioms, more vocabulary fetch you more marks. So to taking the bull by the horn is now the attitude of our gang of army that has got green signal from the government to revenge each drop of pious blood that flows from the body of our Javans. It is said, attack your enemy when they are defenseless, weak, and vulnerable. What better timing should be than the mid of cold, dark, and moonless night? The night when India broke the rule 10 days after URI attack that killed our 19 brave soldiers and entered into the land of our enemy to have tryst with the new term surgical strike. So this introduction is going to tell about a scenario behind the surgical strike. Okay, you cannot write the full cannot write the full description about surgical strike over here, but you can write a brief description about it. So it's like that. You will give an introduction that, okay, this is the surgical strike, this is the situation, and why this happened actually. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about it. Surgical strike, though new for people of India, is not exactly that new for army as well as the word. Yes, surgical strike was a term which was new to us, which was very different to us, but minded student, it was not a new term to army as well as the word. It is defined as methodologically planned, coordinated, and targeted attack on someone or something ensuring to harm the surrounding or building. Surgical strike is a term which has its own meaning. And in terms of army, okay, in terms of army, the meaning is very solid. The meaning is that any kind of planned attack, okay, surgical strike, a kind of planned strike or a planned attack targeting someone who is to harm your surrounding or your buildings or your civilians. So that was the reason. Just after URI attack, okay, in which our 19 soldiers were killed, it was time to take the revenge from that enemy, okay, and that was done through the surgical strike. So now in the second paragraph, in body paragraph, you are going to tell that what exactly is the surgical strike. However, this term was very anonymous or very unknown to our Indians, because to us it was the different thing. For the first time it happened. But in general language and general meaning, the meaning of surgical strike is that when you plan an attack on somebody who is trying to harm you or your entire, that person who is trying to harm your country, your civilians, and everyone. Okay, so this is going to be like, this is all about the surgical strike. Okay, so surgical strike, though new, which we have covered, the word came to know about the most awaited surgical strike on the most wanted terrorist on 2nd May 2011. In this meticulously planned surgical strike on city of Abbottabad, only Osama bin Laden was targeted, who was killed instantly with his family was left unharmed. There have been many surgical strikes by the developed countries on developing or underdeveloped countries on one pretext or the other, but two surgical strikes by India recently put India on an offending position rather than defending one. So basically, you have to also give some examples of surgical strikes that happened in the past if you know the example. And if you don't know, you can leave it. But to increase the content, you should know about it. Okay. So basically, we can talk about a very major surgical strike that happened by the different country for the death of for attacking on Osama bin Laden. There was a very planned procedure to attack him. Okay, so that was one of the surgical strike, and then after that, a lot of surgical strikes took place by different developed countries on the underdeveloped and developing countries. But two continuous surgical strikes by India took India to the position of an offending position, not defending position. Okay, on June 19, on June 9, 2015, India carried out the first of its kind of surgical strike in Myanmar and conveying its message to all militant groups that it will not hesitate in going beyond its border and limit to eliminate terrorists. Militants of National Socialist Council of Nagaland killed 18 soldiers, after which Indian Special Forces conducted a surgical strike across the Myanmar border and inflicted heavy casualties on the group behind the attack. The political decisiveness of our PM Narendra Modi sanctioned the hot pursuit. Pursuit is actually the purpose, the idea, and marked a shift in the security doctrine of India. This surgical strike didn't create waves, as there's a treaty between two countries on operations across the border. Now, students, you will see that the language that has been used in this essay is a bit high level. Yes, it has to be high level because the topic is also very, different topic. Okay, so basically, now let's move ahead. See, we have covered what? We have covered the introduction, we have covered the body paragraph as well. Now, one more body paragraph and then the conclusion. Now, see, you can do one thing over here, because this body paragraph is going way too long. You can split it into two parts, because you're not covering any particular aspect, you're not covering any specific causes, any specific effects, but you are talking in general. So you can split this particular paragraph into two paragraphs. That's no issue. I'm just reading the content for you. India witnessed a remarkable surgical strike attack only when it was carried against the enemy neighbor Pakistan in response to Uri attack. As you know, that surgical strike happened because of the Uri attack, which killed about 19 or 18 soldiers. 10 days later, on 29 September. Now, student, these dates are actually to be crammed up because it's important dates if you are writing in pursuit of these particular essays. India conducted a surgical strike against LOC on terror breeding grounds of POK on dark, cold night, killing around 40 to 50 terrorists. In an operation that was meticulously planned, managed, and executed, a total of 6 terror camps were demolished without any casualties in the Indian army. You also have to mention that how the plan actually happened and how fruitful it was, because it killed 40 to 50 terrorists over there. But this side, like on Indian army, there was no such any casualties that happened. The next morning, in the joint press conference, the MIA Lieutenant General Ranveer Singh claimed that the operation was extremely successful, and this statement marked a paradigm shift in the approach against terrorism. The aim of surgical strike is to end a message. So the message spelling is wrong over. It should be MESSAGE. Message to the Pakistani establishment that India had been taking the bull by the horn and will be the bull itself now. Red-faced Pakistani government is insisting that no surgical strike took place. Face-saving option was all that Pakistan was left with, except China. No developed country ready to give ear to the chest thumping. Modi, on the other hand, has an added advantage. His strong popularity past surgical strike gives him much elbow room to act. Now, see, so many idioms are being used. Okay, more elbow room to act means like he was given more opportunities, more appraisals he was given. So that's all is about this essay. So student, we discussed one essay today which was all about terrorism. Okay, terrorism in India. That was a topic given to you and there was no such in-depth detail about it. You just talked about the causes, the effects and everything. Now this particular topic of this, what do you call it, surgical strike. The surgical strike, you cannot write the causes, effect or not like that. You have to write your ideas revolving around surgical strike, what it is, okay, why it was planned basically, what all it contained and what all actually happened in the end, what was the success, the rate of success and everything of the this particular strike. So that is what you have to write in this essay. So we are discussing every single essay, student, like different types in which you can split the essay into causes and effect, in which you can split the essays into examples. This is a different type of essay which you took, which in which you discuss it like a story, like how it happened, when it happened and everything like that. Okay, so one more essay today we will take. Okay, one more sample we are going to talk about today in detail. So now let's begin with that particular sample. So now students, this is the third topic that we are taking, this third sample essay of today. That the topic is very common and very burning issue, single use plastic ban. This is something the need of an hour right now. You know that nowadays single use plastic is very popular. Like you can say in your simple words, we can say disposables, right? Disposables are very great. Okay, everyone like it. Oh my God, disposables are very common nowadays, right? But that has to be banned because there are so many reasons behind it. All right. First of all, plastic is already very harmful for the environment. And when it comes to single use plastic means more waste and more frequent waste. Okay, so that is why it's very important to just make sure that this particular plastic should be banned. And for this, the government wants some kind of initiative from us as well. So this type of essay also can come in your examination. This is a common essay, that's why I've taken up in today's sample, single use plastic ban basically. So let's start with it now. Let's talk about this first paragraph, how you will introduce the paragraph. Okay, single use plastics or disposable plastic. Yes, because you have to paraphrase also. You should know what the single use plastic is also called as. Single use plastic is also called as disposables. They are generally used only once before they are thrown away or recycled. Yes, of course, these disposables are used only one time and then they are thrown away. Single-use plastic items including plastic bags, spoons, cups, straw and bottles will be banned with effect from October 2019. Okay, now this particular essay is talking about the future scenarios. But this 2019 has already passed, a student. I am taking the previous year type of questions, so they are like previous year. Now what you will do, you can write in the past scenario that a particular law was passed in the or took effect from this particular date. You will not write will be because again you're not talking about the future scenarios over here. So you can write simply. Okay, so on the occasion of Mahatma Gandhi's 150th birth anniversary, the Narendra Modi-led Union government aims to completely eliminate the use of single-use plastic by 2022. The aim of this particular thing that was initiated was like that this particular it should be banned, and by 2022 the country should be plastic free. Okay, this was the main theme. Now, India generates about 9.4 million tons of plastic waste. Now, students, you can take it into the body paragraph category. Don't take it into introduction, body paragraph. India generates about 9.4 million tons of plastic waste each year with no effective disposal method. See, now this 9.5 million is an approximate value. So you can write any value, 4 or 5, whatever. The plastic waste ends up the roadsides, in landfills and water bodies, because plastic waste is generated a lot of time in each year, but there is no proper disposal of this, and that is why it is often seen on the roadside, in the landfills and the water bodies. Okay, now plastic waste management is a global concern. Globally, around 90% of plastic produced is discarded as waste. So far, more than 60 countries have banned single-use plastic or curbed its use. Okay, so these many countries have actually taken a very good initiative against this particular plastic kind of situation, and they have curbed its use. Now, students, they have used a word curbed. Curbed means properly stop the use of it. Okay, so this is how you will write the body paragraph number 1.
Now you are left with a particular portion, this particular portion. Now you have to split this particular portion into two more body paragraph, because you're going to talk about the alternatives, because you're writing an essay on this particular ban. So you should provide some ideas for the alternatives as well, that instead of this, this can be done. Instead of this, this can be used. Okay. So the Union Food and the Consumer Affairs Minister Ram Vilas Paswan had earlier asked PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, and other packaged drink manufacturers to come up with an alternative packaging solution, because a lot of waste is generated by the industries only. We people, we citizens are consuming a product, but along with the product is coming a packaging of plastic. So we as a citizen have no hand in this, right? Because we want a product, but as a part of product, we are getting that plastic packaging. So the first role starts from the company only. The role of the company is very important. So you should mention this thing in your essay, that even if you don't mention that our consumer affairs minister talked to them, you can write in place of that, you can write a lot of industries and big companies or branded companies are generating a lot of plastic waste. Okay, this you can write. The minister had convened a meeting with bottled water manufacturers and various government departments to find a suitable alternative to single-use plastic bottles for selling drinking water, to prepare ahead for single-use plastic ban. Now, it is very important initiative. Things will not be so easy for all. Like, you know, Bisleri bottles, they comes. Okay, so you, in your essay also have to mention about those bottles as well. That these bottles are a major plastic waste generator, and as a result, a lot of plastic waste gets generated and accumulated and is a threat to the environment. So you should write about it. Okay. The industry is aiming to produce packaging material that is recycled, the use of high viscosity polymer. For the packaging of milk, the industry is looking to manufacture milk pouches from the polyester filament yarn. The yarn is recyclable and used 50 to 45 times. The pouches and the bag to be sent back to the consumers, to their milk suppliers. So the point is that now they want some kind of changes. They are looking for those alternatives which are less polluting to the environment, and it can be recycled. Like this particular plastic does not get recycled. So it's a waste and it's getting, like, you know, it is getting accumulated. So that's very important. Now see students, you can also over here mention a different alternative. You can talk about the consequences of the plastic for the earth. Okay, this is also important. You can write the possible consequences of the plastic in this essay also. This will increase your word limit. Okay, that's why you can write it. Now, the government will be introducing penalties for violation of single-use plastic ban. Some states in India have already introduced a ban on sale, storage, and use of single plastic items such as Sikkim, Delhi, Maharashtra, UP, Tamil Nadu, Nagaland, and Jharkhand. You can give example of states where strictly the laws are being implemented. They are strictly forcing people not to give plastic, polythenes, etc. Now comes the conclusion part. Now here the conclusion is very short and sweet, but you can increase it. Since here is no viable alternatives as of now for single-use plastic items, and recycling of plastic is not a permanent solution, manufacturers of single-use plastics might look for other alternatives that are biodegradable and reducing the threat posed by single-use plastic. Now you know there are not a lot of alternatives to this single-use plastic. So what can be done? In conclusion, you should write what can be done. You can give your own ideas. You can write that there are not many options available. So what a person can do, companies can come up with anything that is less less harmful to the environment. If not much harmful, it should be less harmful. Okay, so your conclusion can be covered in this way. Now have a look at this essay once again. Single use plastic ban. In the first part, in the introduction, we talked about the single use plastic meaning, disposables, we took the examples. Then we talked about the banning idea, like who started it, when exactly, and what is the future expectation in this thing. Then in the second paragraph, body paragraphs, we covered the alternatives that can be used and some initiatives by the government, that okay, they talk to the companies like PepsiCo and etc. But student, in body paragraph, because it's about plastic, so you can also add the harmful effect of plastic on the environment. Okay, that is I'm telling you a hint over here. So that's it. These type of essay are also very common in your examination. They can give you the essay not on this similar topic. The topic can vary. It can be like plastic usage should be banned, or how harmful is the plastic to the environment. Like this, the topics will come across revolving these only. So these kind of descriptive examination, they give you topics which are a great, potential threat to the environment, and positive and negativity about a particular thing or any burning issue like this.